Why cancel culture? Have you heard of cancel culture? Do you have an experience with cancel culture? Were you canceled? Were you a victim of cancel culture? Or are you the person who enforced cancel culture where you posted, you tweeted, hashtag, cancelled with a T? Is cancel culture good or bad? Is it helpful? Is it something that we need to advocate or stop? So far, with what I'm observing, it seems more harm than good. And I'll give you 4 reasons why we will cancel culture. What's up? New intro. By the way, my name is Germo. Let me know if that what's up is okay with you. What do you think? What do you suggest? By the way, if you are new in this channel, 2 things. First is to inspire confidence, and second is instill hope. If you haven't liked this video, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. Second, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and smash that notification bell so that you can be updated with new videos. We will answer in the video why the cancel culture. But before that, what is cancel culture? This has some similarities with call-out culture. Maybe you have heard of cancel culture before, or maybe this is the first time you heard of it. Or you don't know the term, but you know the concept. But regardless, I'd like to shed some light, or at least I'll try my best for us to better understand what cancel culture is. I got this from the internet, probably Merriam-Webster. Somehow this is cancel culture explained. And here's the definition. What is cancel culture? Cancel culture is removing of support in response to their objectionable behavior or opinions, whether at present or in the past. This can include, but not limited to, boycotts, refusal to promote their work or business, and loss of employment. We have heard this cancel culture. We see it in the news. We see that it's trending, that there is a backlash, an outrage, hence cancel culture. In one sense, I like when people are calling out the wrong, when you are being made responsible for the mistake that you did, for you to be accountable, for you to be responsible, and that's good. And sometimes that happens in cancel culture. But you know what also happens in cancel culture? And I think this is the problem with cancel culture. I'll give you 4 reasons why cancel culture. Are you guys ready? Number 1, it seemingly justifies insulting people. Because of this cancel culture, somehow people are licensed, empowered to bully people, to ridicule people, to ostracize people, to say hateful words, to say unnecessary words. And sometimes, you know what's happening? There are even death threats in posts, in emails. Cancel culture can be toxic. Sadly, at times, that's how cancel culture works. Number 2, it assumes the person who made the wrong hasn't grown. It assumes that when this person made a mistake or made this insensitive remark, it's as if this person is still doing it and still believing in it, or having this same perspective when he made this mistake. Because sometimes in this cancel culture, it's one tweet that you tweeted 5 years ago, or a post you posted 3 years ago, and it's being resurfaced, and it assumes that what you said before is how you are still thinking now and doing now. Of course, people change, And our perspectives now and our actions now might be contrary to what we did before. Just to share with you, years ago, maybe I think 4 or 5 years ago, I was the type who never really rested. And my friends are calling me out on this. But I'm the type who just works, and works. But there was a paradigm shift. 2016, when I was in a class and there was an opportunity to ask a question to our founder, to our president. And I believe the question that I asked is, in his 30 plus years of work, what's his greatest mistake, or a mistake that he quote unquote regrets? And what he said is, he should have rested more. And because of that, in my mind, if our founder, our president, encourages us to rest, and hearing it from him, my perspective changed. Of course, I know before that rest is important, but it's something that I'm not practicing. And because of that, 2016, moving forward, I took my rest. Although until now, I know I still have some challenges. But the type of rest that I really need is the kind of rest that it's not necessarily a physical rest where I will just sleep, no snooze, no alarm, but really more of a mental rest. And I get that most of the time when I go to travel. How many of you miss traveling because we are here at home because of this global pandemic? So that allowed me to rest and also to travel. So that just points that my perspective before is different from my perspective now, proving that people change. So underscoring that when you have a mistake before and when people are trying to cancel you out, it's not necessarily that's what you are believing or practicing. That's number 2. It assumes that the person who made wrong hasn't grown. Number 3, it has a silencing effect. Because of the fear of backlash, if you have a dissenting opinion, a different vantage point or perspective on a certain matter, sometimes we are not free to share what we think because we think people might get upset. That's why we don't rock the boat so much. So it limits how we do things because of the possible fear of maybe being canceled out or being rejected. And I think in some way we have experienced this. I remember when I was in school and the teacher, before dismissing the class, he asked the class, do you have any questions? And I'm the type who also likes the class to be dismissed early, just like you, or at least majority of people. But during the time, I remember that I had a question. But I know if I ask that question, people will get upset because they want to take their breaks, they want to go home, they want to play their Dota, they want just to be with their friends, and I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want people to somehow get upset. So what I did, I didn't ask the question. I let the teacher dismiss the class. But what I did, I still asked the question after the class. So at least that's a win-win situation. And that's number 3. It has a silencing effect. And that's also a problem with cancel culture. Number 4, it has an emotional satisfaction of putting people down. Because we are with the mob, we are with our group of friends, so we feel like when we are canceling someone, it's as if we are part of something that's big, having a sense of quote-unquote justice. Because we feel like we are putting a bad man, a bad woman down when we cancel them. We want cancel culture until we're the ones who are being canceled. With the 4 reasons I gave, it seems like cancel culture can do more harm than good. So my question is, why cancel culture? Why cancel the cancel culture? And just a recap, 4 reasons to cancel culture. First, it seemingly justifies insulting people. Second, it assumes that the person who made the wrong hasn't grown. Third, it has a silencing effect. Fourth, it has an emotional satisfaction of putting someone down. So for me, cancel culture. Stop cancel culture. That's just me. Should you cancel culture? Should cancel culture be canceled? That's your call. Please, don't cancel me first. Let's talk about it. Let's do it with respect. Let's reason together. Talk about it. Comment below if you agreed with what I have just said. Please, let's talk about it first. I want to hear you out. Additional thing when a person is being canceled, and this is just a bonus, because when a person is being canceled, it can really destroy his career, his business, his dreams, and even his dignity. And because of this cancel culture, there's not much left for leeway of bouncing back and recovery, because the mistake, the wrongdoing, that can be top of mind of that person. That can even be the branding of that person. It's just really tough if you are canceled. That's why I said cancel culture can do more harm than good. Let's stop cancel culture. Let's not cancel the person. Let's cancel the wrongdoing, but not the person. Let's give them a chance. Let's allow them to grow and learn from the mistakes, because we want to be treated that way. When we make a mistake, we are crying out for grace. We are crying out for understanding. We are crying out for forgiveness. So I hope that when people make a mistake, whether out of ignorance or maybe a wrong perception of things, let's cut them some slack. Let's show grace, because that's what we want as well when we are in the wrong. And we all have wrongs in our lives. I am a man who have a lot of mistakes. And as in, like, a lot. I have a lot of mistakes. But just to share you a story about my mistake, and this is the time where I was new in my second work. And what happened, I was given an opportunity to lead an event, to lead a getaway. And I never knew anything about organizing a getaway, but it was entrusted to me, so alright, let's do it. Thank you for the trust. And to cut the story short, the event was on the red because I missed out some details. I didn't know that I had to factor in those things. It could cost me my job. It's easy for me to be canceled because of my wrongdoing. But you know what? Instead of me being canceled, what I experienced grace. I experienced understanding. I experienced forgiveness. And I'm really grateful for my boss. Thank you, bossing Julius Fabregas, for not canceling me. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to grow. Thank you for allowing me to just grow and grow and grow in the midst of my lapses. I won't be the person who I am today if not because of you, and I'm really grateful. And the reason why I want this cancel culture to be canceled or to be stopped, because I am a recipient of grace and understanding, of second chances. Of course, we are there to make people accountable, for them to grow, for them to be responsible and not do the mistakes again. But let's give people chances. Again, let's put this to heart. Let's cancel the wrongdoing, but not the person. Thank you guys for staying till the end. Comment below what you have learned. Do you agree to cancel culture? What are other reasons why we need to cancel the cancel culture? If you don't agree, it's fine. Let's reason together. Let's talk about it. Comment below. I would love to hear from you. Maybe you're wondering, okay, Neil, I know why the reason to cancel culture, but the question is, how? to cancel culture. And that's our next video, how to cancel culture. So don't forget, click the next video for that. If you haven't liked this video, please like the video because it would help in the algorithm and push this video to more people. And if you haven't subscribed in this channel, please do, and smash the notification bell so that you can be updated with new videos. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much.